It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Monday, October 29th, 2018. And welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis and Bob Recktenwald this morning for the sports.
Just be glad he tuned that up over the weekend.
Boy, I heard
it was
that.
bad
Wait till
Friday.
the trumpet comes in for the weather.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he spent, 18 hours on a football field or a booth last Saturday. He may be out of tune all over. Anyway, good morning. The last 3 days of October.
It is.
29th, 30th, and 31 coming up.
Is this your anniversary?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the anniversary show?
Yeah.
Is that tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Yeah, Tina's there tomorrow. Area Agency on Aging. We'll celebrate with them. Anyway, welcome to Down on the Corner program. Hope you had a great weekend. How about this weather, guys? Wasn't this wonderful?
It was a great weekend.
Oh, God.
It was,
Football weather? Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. You guys had it made.
It was nice. It was cool in the morning, and then, of course, when it's cool outside, you know, every little owie becomes a major,
Oh, yeah.
oh my gosh, my finger's broke, and it's just a hangnail. But we had a little bit of that at the very beginning, but then the day went on really, really well.
Perfect weather. My
Yeah.
goodness. And we're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing. Brewed Awakening Coffee, 3 locations in Mountain Home to serve you. You can check them out at Balmer Boulevard, which stays pretty busy between 7 and 8 o'clock. And then, of course, you got Baxter Regional Medical Center's lobby. Am I hearing a helicopter go
That
over?
is not my stomach.
That's a first.
And, of course, Highway 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. Brewed Awakening Coffee, so proud to have them on board. They've been with us for a long, long time. Mike and his gang do a great job with Brewed Awakening Coffee. Check them out. 3 locations in Mountain Home to serve you. And all kinds of mochas, lattes, coffees, you name it. And they can put whatever flavor you like. Of course, they have pumpkin spice for everybody out there that likes pumpkin spice. So be sure to check out Brewed Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you, 3 or drive-ups. And, of course, Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby just right inside the door. Best coffee in town. Brewed Awakening Coffee. So proud to have them as a sponsor on Down on the Corner program. And if you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. All right? Right? What are you drinking?
I got water.
I had water before I got here. Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. With all our respect, across the state of Arkansas. When the time comes, the need arises, choose Roller Funeral Homes for the service for your loved one. The professionalism, dignity, respect, and just working to meet your needs is what they're all about. Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas.
Before you start, I had a lady talk to me this week about that sponsor
Okay.
and the weather.
Okay.
And she says, Dale always says, when the need arises, I always say, and this is an elderly lady, probably in her upper 80s, she says, don't do that to your family. Plan ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Dale needs to tell folks to plan ahead.
Amen. Because I have argued with him since day one, and I say the same thing.
Yeah.
You need to plan what your wishes are, get them done, get them planned. If not, you're putting it on a loved one on a very bad time of their life, losing you. Now they got to figure out what they're going to do.
Right.
Well, that can be done ahead of time.
Plan it now.
Well, yeah, that like this lady, and I don't want to mention her name because it would embarrass her, but she watches you every morning, and she always says, Dale, tell him to plan ahead. I always tell him, Dale, tell him to plan ahead.
Plan ahead. Plan
so we should call the station and tell Scooter.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am,
thank you.
Ma'am, I appreciate you bringing this up. I have argued this point, and maybe
for a year.
Yes, for a year.
364 days.
And he keeps saying, well, I know you don't go shopping for... You should.
You should.
Go.
Yeah, probably should.
Get it done.
You know, and it hit me at home because I thought, you know, the little scare I had last year at Christmas time.
You scared a lot of people.
Tina and I probably ought to maybe look at that.
Yeah. So, Roller Funeral Homes, it's time to plan for those unexpected days.
Let's see if he changes his tune.
I'm going to have to work on that one. For the anniversary special tomorrow, we'll come up with a better line. Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas. Let's pause for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, more hatred, more violence, more death, this time in Pittsburgh. Lord, I pray for our Jewish friends across the nation as they mourn the loss of brothers and sisters of their faith. Lord, I can't help but ask, but where does the hate come from, and where does the emotion of violence come from that causes murder? Lord, we've gotten to the point that if we disagree with someone, we have to hate them. Just look at Hollywood actors towards President Trump. I didn't agree with President Obama, but I prayed for his safety as well as for his family's safety. I don't understand the Jewish faith, but I respect them and their faith. I don't hate them. Lord, help us to know God and to know your love. That's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
the weather.
See if I can do it. Da, da, da.
Yeah, not bad.
It was. All right, Bob, come in with the trombone here. Back me up.
He ain't gonna do anything. Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. It's like coming home to Grandma's house.
There you go.
Had a nice breakfast Saturday. In fact, I went in and I had the, you and Gil. Did you come in later on? Was just you and Gil there Friday after I got done eating?
Oh, from Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the hamburger steak. Ooh.
Yeah, I had one of those. It was a hamburger steak supreme. It was excellent. Yeah. I like those.
Now
you know this is Monday. You know what Mondays are.
Chicken fried steak.
All day long. Breakfast, you got chicken fried steak, hash browns, biscuits, and gravy, or toast, and it's for $6.88. Or the same thing for lunch. You can get, as he chokes up. You mentioned food, and boy, he just lost it. No.
Man, what are you talking about old time?
For lunch, it's chicken fried steak with 2 sides, a roll of cornbread, also $6.88. Can't beat it. We got homemade pies, and just come out and have a good time.
It is just nice, relaxed, comfortable atmosphere. Brad and I were down there Saturday morning at a great breakfast, sit and visit, watch folks on the square, farmers market. Can't beat the downtown location. Old Time Restaurant on the Square Mountain Home. They bring you the morning weather each and every day. Scooter, can we throw this up on the screen? This is a graphic for 4 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday. Now, this is the aftermath of what's coming here. You can see this line of forecast precipitation starting all the way past Cincinnati, Ohio, coming into Nashville, Memphis, Little Rock, Jackson, Mississippi, all the way into New Orleans and Houston. Now, this area right here across Tennessee all the way up into Cincinnati, this is what's going to trail across Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. So they're calling for heavy rain this week for Mississippi and Tennessee, and this is after it comes through our location. With that in mind, right now we're at 41 degrees in Mountain Home and Harrison, 40 at Hardy, 39 in Mountain View, Arkansas, 37 at Yellville. It's 39 in Marshall, 41 at Calico Rock. Across the region, St. Louis is 38, same at Poplar Bluff. It's warmer in Branson at 45. It's 38 in West Plains, Missouri, and 46, actually 5 degrees warmer in North Dakota than it is here this morning. Watford City, 46 degrees.
That's weird.
That's weird. On the radar, there's not much showing up yet, and even though the potential of the heavy rain is showing on the forecast maps for Thursday, we have shower activity in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota. Other shower activity is all the way up. That's the remnants of that hurricane came across the other day up in New England area, from Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Connecticut, Rhode Island, all the way into Pennsylvania and New York in the New England area. For the Midwest, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, all are good. There's not much going on at all. The Little Rock stop, I'm sure it's going to be clear as a bell. Boy, I tell you what, the sky was just crystal clear yesterday. Beautiful sky. All highways in Arkansas are clear. 62, 412 east-west, 65 north-south, Little Rock, Branson, Highway 67, 167, Little Rock, Batesville, Little Rock to Poplar Bluff. Highway 63 from Jonesboro, Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555 in Arkansas are clear at this time. In Missouri, we'll check St. Louis stop first, see what's going on those highways. I-70 east from Columbia to St. Louis in good shape. I-44 Rolla to St. Louis, no problems there. I-64 East St. Louis, Illinois to Mount Vernon in good shape. I-70 from St. Louis into Illinois, Vandalia, Effingham, no problems there as well. I-24 coming in from Paducah, Kentucky to Carbondale, no issues on those highways right now. In southwest Missouri, we'll hit the Springfield stop. I-44 Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield. Looks like it's a good travel day there all the way into Lebanon. Kansas City, I-70 east to Columbia, Missouri, University of Missouri there at Columbia. No problems on the highway there. And so, any place else we need to check? I don't see much going on in, from basically Utah all the way into the East Coast.
Really anywhere down here.
Forecast for today, sunny, high of 70 degrees today. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 55. Tuesday, we have a high of 76 degrees, partly sunny, then a chance of thunder showers. It's only a 20% chance during the day. But in the evening, it goes all the way up to a 70% chance with a low of 61 degrees. That low on Tuesday night will be Wednesday's high as the temperatures start to fall when the storms come through. Wednesday, 90% chance of showers, thunderstorms throughout the day, 70% chance of showers in the evening with a low of 44. The cold front pushes through. Then Thursday is a high of 58 degrees with a 30% chance of showers. Thursday night, low of 40 degrees, and Friday, 30% chance of showers continues with a high of 56 degrees. So today and part of tomorrow should be pretty good. Tomorrow's kind of a 50-50 swath with half and half being rain and sun. So
what was that Thursday evening?
Thursday evening, we'll have a 30% chance of showers, a high of 58 degrees for the day. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low of 40 degrees.
It's going to be cold.
There's going to be football weather for sure.
Our ball game is Thursday night.
That is our senior night on Thursday night.
Yeah, for Bombers, Mountain Bomber football, yeah. And they'll be televised, XL7.
Yep.
Doing that Thursday. Yeah, is that the West Memphis game? Mm-hmm. Yeah, West Memphis here.
And I'll say this, since we're on the weather, any of the OFA football players that wear their jerseys or jersey in for that game get in free.
Good.
So that's always a good thing.
Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Visit them today. Great specials, breakfast and lunch. Ooh, going to be so good at lunch today. Whoa. Yeah.
You like that chicken fried steak?
Well, there's nothing down there I don't like. I mean, And community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 870-741-2883. Gooder, what you got?
Mountain Home Masonic Lodge number 225 will be giving away free candy on Halloween night. So on Halloween night, stop by. They're at the Masonic Lodge. They're there on 606 Gray Street. So they're going to have a bunch of candy and stuff. Encourage kids to stop by, grab a handful.
Registration's ongoing for Soul Sneakers 2019 basketball and cheerleading. 4-year-olds through 8th grade are welcome to play. First Baptist Church's Christian Life Center. Basketball is $25 per child, includes the T-shirt, devotion cards, weekly merit awards, end-of-season gift. Cheerleading is $35 per child. That includes the T-shirt, pom-poms, devotion cards, weekly merit awards, and end-of-season gift. You register online at www.firstbaptistmountainhome.com. Coaches and volunteers are needed. The games will start, I think, about the third Saturday in January. There's six Saturdays in a row. If you need information before registration, call 425-5421. Talk to Julie. She'll give you all the information on that. It's getting closer. Kindness Incorporated's 3rd annual Golden Gala is scheduled for November 10th from 6 to 10 p.m. Various sponsorships available. The Gala sponsor for $2,500, the Gold sponsor for $1,200, Silver sponsor for $750, Bronze for $250, while the table decoration sponsor for $150. Kindness Incorporated is a transportation service provided by the private donations of people that want to support Kindness Incorporated. And so folks that can't get to doctor's appointments, hair appointments, shopping, whatever it may be, you give them a call, they give you a ride, they pick you up, take you home, whatever you need done. And they serve Baxter and Marion counties, but they take no governmental monies that I understand. It's all private donations through the generosity of our citizens here. So this is their main fundraiser for the year. You can call Debbie Womack at 870-425-6475. Community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 870-741-2883. Bob?
Here was Mrs. K's next question. The same lady about roller?
Yeah.
What is affordable housing? He says, brought to you by Affordable Housing, gives a Harrison phone number. But what is affordable housing?
Dale?
Yeah, definitely. It's an alternative to
We'll get back to you on that, Miss K.
We'll have to get back to you on that.
Dad, help. Dad Reynolds, call me. Gee, is it time for a break already? We'll be right back.
Too early for sports, boys. You got another minute and a half.
No, we don't. We're at a commercial.
Be right back.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Neema's Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with a pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
It's that time of year again. Time to take a hard look at your Medicare health plan. If you're looking for a new plan or looking to renew your existing plan, now's the time to renew all your options. At Bacco Insurance, we'll sit down with you and show you all the new choices and options, including $0 premium plans with low copays and dental, vision, and hearing benefits. Let us help take the confusion out of selecting a plan and find one catered to your needs. Contact Bacco Insurance today, located at 351 East 9th Street, Suite B in Mountain Home. Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Monday morning sports. Bob Recktenwald.
Yay, the
Had some
crowd
good games.
goes wild.
Where's the tuba?
Bom, bom, bom.
Oh gosh.
Hey, let's start off talking about the OFA final end of the season tournament.
Oh man, we had a bash Saturday. I mean, of course, the game started at 8 o'clock in the morning, so it was still a little chilly. But then we ended up running a little bit behind, so we were going to have a break between the regular games going into the championships. Just one kind of flowed into the other, but it turned out really good. The air evac flew in and landed on the 50-yard line, presented the ball. Of course, kids and crowd went nuts.
On the radio?
And, yeah. I want to put a big thanks for the Buford Fire Department for coming out and doing the ground crew for us for the helicopter. But you couldn't ask for it to have gone any smoother. Like I said, them flying in kind of gets the kids fired up, and it was just an awesome thing. But the biggest thing to me is every game was a challenge.
Really?
I mean, starting from the beginning all the way through.
No blowouts.
There was no real blowouts. There wasn't anybody that wasn't competing. To me, regardless of the scores and who won, every kid won this year. Every kid grew, every team.
And this is a single elimination tournament, right?
It is for the first round, and then it goes into double elimination. We didn't have a choice because they're odd teams. So the first round, you get knocked out, you're out. But after that, then if you lose a match, you'd go down to the consolation rounds. So it turned out really well. Our final games were amazing. We had 2 championship games, one in the 3rd and 4th, one in the 5th and 6th. And they were both down to the wire. The last 2 minutes, you didn't know who was going to pull this game out. I mean, they were just that close. They were awesome championship games.
Now, this group will give the winning team, it's a traveling Lombardi trophy.
What?
It stands this tall.
What now?
It's a Lombardi.
Yeah.
It stands this tall, and the football is almost regulation size, and it's gold. And that team, either the sponsor or the coach, will get to keep that trophy for a year.
Yep.
They'll bring it back next year at the OFA tournament, and their name will be added on a little plaque at the bottom. Started that last year.
Yep.
It's a tradition that we had with Mountain Home Youth Football. We brought it over to OFA last year. And the runner-up team, their players will get a 14-inch trophy and second place runner-up.
They did. We actually do the awards for those right after the game, right there on the football field.
Right.
Yeah. So the second place they got these cool trophies, and then you want to explain the first place.
And then the players will get a championship ring, and
that's pretty good.
One size fits all, and it absolutely eats the child's finger, but it is something that they will have for years, and it's a nice championship ring. It's got OFA on it. It's got 8 little cubic zirconias on it, and it's something to have. I was not able to be there because I had previous plans for this Saturday, but the winners of those were who, Scooter?
All right, I'm going to go through real quick. On the 3rd and 4th grade level, finishing 4th place was the Mountain View Yellow Jackets. Finishing 3rd place was the Bull Shoals Hardware Riveters. And then the championship games, the team that finished in 2nd place, the BSI MAS Jackrabbits. And our championship winners this year for the 3rd and 4th grade were the Coleman Family Dentistry Extractors.
Coached by, do you remember who they're coached by?
Yeah, I had a sheet here. No, that's that's the other team. Brad Coleman, Will Rawls.
Okay.
And there's one more, but I don't have the sheet on me.
Russ Rawls. Yeah. Dr. Rawls.
Yeah, Dr. Rawls. And then we present the awards right after that game. So we have a big presentation on the field. Kids come up, we announce them one by one. They get their trophies, they get their rings. We also bring the sponsor up, which would have been Coleman Family Dentistry, came up, and we presented the trophy and then took the trophy right back. So
you have never seen a bigger smile on a child's face when you hand him one of those championship rings, call him out by name and number,
Yeah.
And he's just played a hard-fought football game.
Yep.
It was really cool. And we actually had a live...
That makes them ready for next season.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
We had a live mic right there on the field where we were calling the names and stuff. It's just really cool. I mean, some of the kids had tears in their eyes. I mean, to them, you know, they fought all season for this. So.
Yeah.
I'll do 5th and 6th grade real quick. 4th place was Homebound Medical Enforcers. 3rd place was the Mountain View Yellow Jackets. And the 2nd place in the championship was Pippin CPA Bulldogs. And the one that pulled it out was the Aspire Outdoor Steelers. And that's Kenny Miller and Kincaid were the coaches on that one. So
successful season.
This one was. I mean, every team grew. Every team competed. And to me, everybody won when you get like that. Because
so now your 6th graders, they're going to transition into...
Well, we would hope that the majority of them will transition into 7th grade ball either at Mountain View or here in Mountain Home. The exciting thing is you're looking at 200 football players, not all from Mountain Home. You got to take into consideration some of them come up from Mountain View. 200 plus football players and 90-something cheerleaders between Gainesville and Mountain Home. 90-something cheerleaders that have been there since day one and do their thing. Now, the 6th grade has put together a self-picked, you don't want to call it an all-star team because it's not. If you're in the 6th grade and you want to play one more game, the OFA puts together what they call their tournament team. They practice 4 times and only 4 times, and they go over to Harrison, and they'll play no less than 2 games. And that will be November the 6th.
Yeah, next weekend.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
And Sunday.
It'll be the 3rd.
Yeah.
No, that's this coming weekend is the 3rd. It's not the 3rd.
It's this weekend.
Is it the 3rd?
It's this weekend.
Oh, I thought there was a week off.
No, they're going there. They got one more practice this week, I think, on Tuesday night.
Oh, boogity boo.
And then this weekend they'll play Saturday, and then they move on and go to Branson where they'll stay at an indoor water park and pretty much close that down. And then Sunday they probably won't be worth a diddly, but they'll be there to finish tournament.
The OFA 6th grade team will never win this tournament as long as they're doing this fun park. But the kids have fun, and that's what it's about.
It's about bringing all the 6th graders together, get them working together, because they're going to move up together as a group. So, you know, they can get to play together and have some fun and get to know each other. Just makes transition a little easier.
Yeah.
But I would hope that the majority of the 6th graders, whether you're Mountain View, Gainesville, or Mountain Home, wherever they come from, that you move on up in the programs were available. Does Gainesville have?
No, Gainesville does not have football. So this is their last. Now, we've had over the last couple of years several kids that have their parents have paid the tuition to move. They don't move to Mountain Home, but they pay the tuition and let them come to Mountain Home, and they've been able to play sports here. The Peters boys is the ones that comes to my mind right away, Colton and Riley Peters. They've wrestled, they played basketball, they played football. You know, so you have a few of those that will take that challenge. The big push right now is for Gainesville to get a football program back. They still have the facility there. They have a stadium. They have a good field. They've got a concession stand. You know, they can make it happen. It's just getting the school board to vote it back in.
Yeah.
So there are some folks up there that want to do that.
We can go ahead and take an early break so we get...
Well, let's run over some quick scores.
Okay, sure.
We've got a couple minutes worth of scores, and then we'll bring in Coach Morris from Yellville. Hopefully my phone won't die before we get this done, but...
I've got you backed up over here. I'm on.
Okay. Clinton Yellow Jackets beat Marshall Bobcats 48-0. Mountain Home was beat 61-20 by Searcy Lions. Harrison put a whooping up on Huntsville 56-14. That's the only ones that I track on here, Scooters or Dale. So you might.
Salem Greyhounds. Let me see.
East Poinsett County 42-6.
Brooklyn over Highland 35-7. Let me see here.
The one I'd like to know about is Melbourne. How did Melbourne fare?
Let me see if I can scroll down here and find Melbourne real quick. Melbourne. No, that was
last week. Is all I got is last week's score.
What?
They had an off week? Okay. Thanks, Coach Morris.
That's why you couldn't find them.
That's why I couldn't find them. Wondering. I'm sitting here going through them, waiting for my battery to die, and
this is where it's
no reason.
Melbourne Bearcats over Cedar Ridge Timberwolves. Boys varsity football last Friday. 2-0.
That's because they had Cedar Ridge forwards. It should be.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So I guess we can take that break. 7:30. We'll be back.
Let me get some Missouri scores real quick. We got West Plains 61 over Cape Central. We had Thayer over Kabul 14-7. We had Ava, Missouri 72 over Forsyth
72-0
shutout. And I think that's it.
There was one set of teams in Arkansas that scored 150 points.
You're kidding.
87-63 or 83-67.
No defense on the field on either side.
That's like a basketball game.
Yeah, wow. Take us away.
Be right back.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support, and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Life is too short to wear boring clothes. Welcome to Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique, where we carry the latest trends and fashions and accessories at prices anyone can enjoy. Feel beautiful while looking fabulous with a large range of fashions that fits anyone's sense of style. You're sure to discover something unique and new at every visit. Shabby to Chic also features 12 professional stylists, aesthetics by Amy J, a nail technician, and 4 tanning beds. Excite your style at Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique in Mountain Home.
Why would I recommend Hospice the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either a terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
When you need durable $7:33, Bob Recktenwald Sports.
7:33, Monday.
Yep, but Friday night at Yellville, drum roll please.
Da, 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 da. We had a victory in Yellville.
Yes, sir, we did.
And with us right now is the head football coach from Yellville-Summit, Coach Lucas Morris. How does it feel to pull down a win?
It feels good. It really does.
It was senior night at Yellville, and I said it on the broadcast Friday night. You know, and we attempt to be as non-biased either way as we can, being in the booth. But I will tell you, your boys never quit.
Hey, they played a really good game for us.
JT Frazier, if you had to pick a player of the game, that would have won XL7's player of the game, JT Frazier.
He is definitely one that, to myself, stood out tremendously. And we have been waiting for that type of game from him all year. And say we knew he was capable of it. Cagle put some balls in some really good places.
He did
for JT to make plays. It's something we've been talking about. He's 6'6". Throw it up in the air.
And you can't take anything away from Cody Dobbs.
No,
he had some catches that were phenomenal. One that wasn't so phenomenal.
From where I'm standing during the game, when it happened, I was like, okay. Till I went back and saw it on film.
Yeah.
But Coach,
not as phenomenal.
But you can if you take that score away.
Yep.
But you have to go back a little bit further into the game and take that Mountain View touchdown away.
Which one?
It would have still happened at the goal line. It would have still happened when the line judge from the visitor side calls touchdown, and the line judge from the home side has still not made up his mind yet. He calls it a touch. The line judge from the visitor side calls it a touchdown, and you can clearly see that it wasn't. You take that away. They don't have replay in high school yet.
They'll never get it.
They're pushing for it in 6-7,
Resources are a little bit different at that level.
Correct.
And a lot of these smaller schools, we don't have the resources, and unless the state's going to dish it out and say, hey, this is what we're going to do for everybody.
And who's going to pay for it?
Exactly. Who's going to run it? Who's going to oversee it?
Yeah.
And that's another body that you have to pay every Friday night.
Another check that has to be written, and more equipment that has to be bought. It'd be tough.
The good news at home, they had instant replay at home.
That's right. Yep. Your fans that couldn't make it to the game for one reason or another, they got to watch instant replay.
Yeah. Going back to Cody, he's been double teamed all year this year. He's definitely one of our kids that's been one of our biggest playmakers. Yeah. And one of the reasons why we started putting in little jet sweeps and such to get the ball in his hands. It kind of negates the fact that there's two guys on him, because he's going to outrun him to the other side of the field. And again, going back to him, he had a really good
They
night.
did not miss a play where they didn't have a double team on.
Really?
On number 13, Cody Dobbs.
Till the end of the game when we threw him the deep ball.
Yes. Well, they didn't expect it. They didn't think it was going to happen.
They knew.
Now, Kyle, number 4,
yes,
is coming on strong.
That he is. It's still one of those offensively, still trying to get him into the flow with everyone else. And trying to find situations where he's going to be open and get the ball in his hands as well. The other night we hit Cody with one pass.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, JT and Sam Robinson, which has been injured for over half the season, just came back to us. Sam had the biggest night that he's had all year.
And has had a great game. Yeah.
A couple of huge third and longs there in the first half that we were able to connect on just to keep drives going, and I believe both of those happened on scoring drives.
Penalties. If you could
do
away with some penalties.
10 of them for 67 yards. That was by far the most penalized game that we've had all year. And so the only other one that was even close to that was when we went over Rector. Outside of that, we're averaging 4 or 5 penalties a game. Yes, we definitely need to get those cut out. That's in
which penalty plagues you? But 10 for 6.
We had 3 holding penalties for 10 yards each. That's 30 yards. Honest to goodness.
But overall, 6.7 yards per penalty.
Yeah.
Did you say 10 at 67?
Well, we had 10 of them 67 yards. A couple of those end up not quite being 5 yards if you're down by the goal line or something, or not quite being 10 yards. And several offsides penalties, motion penalties, not being set penalties. Those are the things that bother me. The holding penalty, he's just trying.
Yeah.
I say I'll take those.
You can get away with some of those.
We didn't Friday night. Friday night they called them all.
And there's nothing you're getting away with Friday night.
Very patriotic referees, throwing flags ever, right?
Oh, it was nice. It was nice. Hey, but it was equal on both sides. It wasn't one-sided. Holding penalties on both sides, motion penalties on both sides, and we had some penalties, and they also had penalties that just came in some timely situations for us. And say where it's 3rd and 1, they pick up a first down, and all of a sudden now it's 3rd and 11 for them, or 3rd and 6, and they've got to come back and they've got to. The mental side of that right there. Say a lot of ours happen on 1st and 2nd down, where it's 1st and 10, now it's 1st and 20, or hey, it's 1st and 15. It's still first down. It's not, hey, we've got to make this first down right now, this play.
Yeah, it's not 3rd and 21.
Yeah.
And say it's a mental boost right there.
How excited did you get when they missed the or wouldn't call the late hit or the hit out of bounds?
Honestly, that's not what I was arguing over there.
Really?
Oh, you talking about on the kickoff?
Whatever you were calling, whatever you were arguing, you were doing a darn good job of it because you didn't get off of him.
Honest to goodness, I was arguing about something that I'm really not even sure that I was right on after going back and watching the film. They made a new rule a couple years ago with onside kicks that the ball has to travel 10 yards before the kicking team can initiate contact. And whenever we kicked the ball, they had a guy that is just over there on the sideline, which Cody's our fastest kid, and he's one I like to try to protect, and I'm very, very protective of him. So he comes running down the sideline. They put one of their biggest guys over there just to tattoo him as he's coming down the sideline. In my mind, at that point in time, the ball hadn't gone 10 yards whenever that guy crossed the line and made contact. That's what I was arguing. And his referee's like, well, the ball went out of bounds. It clearly went 10 yards. I said, well, did it go 10 yards before he made contact? Well, I don't know. We should. But honestly, I think I was wrong on that call because I don't think that has anything to do with the receiving team initiating contact, just the kicking team.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was wrong either way. But
he wrote it for 2 or 3 plays, Coach. I just wondered what it was because
a minute ago you used the magic word mental.
Yes.
I was down in Yellville, 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, and you could see, I forget who it was, Harding Academy.
Yes.
And I think mentally the boys weren't as established as what I saw Friday night watching on XL7. There's a lot more. I think they're more ready for.
I think part of that's just believing.
Yeah.
You go back to Harding Academy and come in. Harding Academy's a top 10 team in the state. We're not supposed to. Well, for a quarter there, about the
you were holding your own.
Second half of the first quarter, the first half of the second quarter, when we come out and they're up 14-0, we come back and march down and tie it. All right.
There you go.
So they believed for a quarter, and then they kind of went back to, well, they're a top 10 team.
So as a coach, how do you get that? Because I saw it years ago, probably close to 7-8 years ago, 12-year-old baseball and teams. We can't beat these guys. But you just got out of school with the other. I mean, they're in the same classroom and they're buddies. But now that team and this team, we can be. Yes, you can. Put your mind in the game. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's that way with basketball and wrestling and
How do you get kids to achieve that? I'm still working on that. Some coaches have it figured out. It was Nashville's that go 3-peat at the state championship level. That last year was we came in and we tried to, we go back and watch film. We need to work on this, and this. We need to work on this, and this. About week 5 or so, Coach Blevins, he's over at Flippin right now. He comes in and says, Coach, why don't we start showing them some of the things they're doing right? We'll try it. Because watching film the way we are, it's not working right now. We go in, we show them, all right, we did this right here really, really good. If we could do this every time, we'd be really successful. Hey, we did this really good. If we did this every time, we'd be successful. Sure enough, the next game we go out against Greenland last year, and we somehow or another managed to win that one. At that point in time, Greenland was top 10 team in the state, and we were 0 for going into that game. But it's a little bit different for every kid. How do you get that mentality out of them? I'm still working on it. I think it's different with every kid, every group of kids you have come through. So,
you've got some coaches don't have that mentality.
Really?
You got some of the coaches that don't. Now, I'm not saying at Yellville, but overall, they have that tinge of doubt in their mind. I don't know if we can really pull this off or not. They put up a good front, but do they really believe it?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point.
So, you want to take a quick break? We'll come back.
Sure. Take a quick break. Be right back.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrub stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Gray's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Our roll burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Come on down to In the Company of Dogs, where your dog will be treated like family. We offer professional service with over 30 years experience for all your grooming and obedience needs. Away from home during the day and your dog is left home alone? No problem. We also offer doggy daycare. You can be assured that your dog will be comfortable at all times, and we never use any harsh corrections. We're located in the College Shopping Plaza in Mountain Home, next to the Dollar General, or give us a call at 870-232-1784. It's a great day in the company of dogs.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
.746, and while the coach and Bob discuss something else here.
Well, we're back.
A dead battery on a camera at halftime, right?
Guys, I hate to tell you, we got a show going on here.
Oh, well, you know, hey. Coach, there was some question about why you don't deep kick, and if you could clear that up for us.
JT's got a heck of a leg. He can kick it deep, but it kind of outkicks our coverage a little bit. Every time we have kicked the ball deep this year, they have returned it back out to in and around the 50-yard line, and it scares me. So if we go ahead and kick the ball on the ground, go ahead and kick an onside kick, a lot of times they just fall on it right there. It gives our defense a chance to get on the field. I don't ever want to put our defense in a situation where all of a sudden they've only got to defend 10 yards, if we can help it. I'd much rather give them at least half the field, a little more than half the field to work with defensively to be able to make something happen.
And then we were talking during the break about JT trying to get Cody Dobbs open. He was the quarterback in junior high.
Yes. JT was quarterback in junior high for a while. Cody Dobbs was his receiver, and apparently the play was 9 weak. I think a 9 was a go route for him and to the weak side. So JT just dropped back and aired out to Cody, and so right there at the end of the half, we stuck JT in there just to kind of give a deep ball down the field. And also right there at the end of the game, y'all were kind of talking on the film about the points. When we got the ball back and went to the victory formation, the state does allow 13 points on a victory as far as the points going into the playoff seeding.
On the spread,
yes. I say at that point in time, I think we had a 14-point lead. We didn't necessarily need the points, and honestly, the touchdown before that, we were trying to run the clock out. We just kept getting penalized and backed up and backed up and backed up till we finally had to throw it to get it back up there to away from midfield, because I think we had 2 holding penalties and a motion penalty in a row, 25 yards backwards. Some of those penalties we got to get cut out.
This week we go travel to Marshall.
Yes, sir. Will y'all be there at that one?
No, we'll be here. It's if we'd planned it better, we could have done 2 games this week, but we just didn't plan it that way. So you're going to take a trip to Marshall, the Battle of the Buffalo.
Battle of the Buffalo.
What's it looking like?
They've got a couple of pretty good little athletes. Their offensive line is pretty good sized.
Let's talk about your offensive line for a moment.
Okay.
I'd like to give them a shout out to let them know that them boys stuck in the trenches, and they did a very, very good job sticking with their blocks and maintaining what they had to open a hole or two. It was good to see, good to watch.
They worked really, really hard, and so we thought going into that game, and I'm still not convinced otherwise, that between the tackles they may have been a little better than us. Their O-line, D-line, their linebackers stepping up, stop a run in the middle. And Schaefer had a really good cut there first half. I think it was 4th and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And but we actually had stops called at all 4 receivers. I've got my 6'6" guy being held by somebody who's 6 inches shorter than him. I've got my Kyle Dobbs on the other side, who his guy's playing 12 yards off of him. Like, which 5-yard stop is he going to throw it to? And he hands it off, and I'm like, oh gosh. And Schaefer ends up picking up a nice first down on 13 yards on the play, and keeps the chains moving. I believe that set up JT's first score.
Schaefer had a good ball game both ways.
Yes. And he, honestly, goodness, is one of the better linebackers I've ever had the opportunity to coach.
Is he a senior or junior?
He is a senior this year. He works really, really hard. The kids respond well to him. We're going to hate to see him go after this year.
So now let's go back to Marshall. Marshall's not having a banner year this year. They're having a little bit of a down year. We watched them against Mountain View, and they got beat sizably from Mountain View a couple weeks ago. So you're going into this game coming off a big win high, and you have a good opportunity here.
I'd like to think we do. I don't, and I keep going back to the week we played Rector. We thought we had a good opportunity that week, and ever since we've played that game, Rector hadn't lost a game since.
Is that right?
They went on a little streak, turned around and beat Cross County, beat Mark Tree. There was another one in there that they had beat as well. That everybody's kind of scratching their heads going, are they for real? And ever since they played us, they have been for real. But no, we've got to go in there with the right mindset, and we've got to show up to play football.
Well, daggone.
New phone, huh, Bob?
Yeah. So, with the win Friday night, you are going to the playoffs either way.
No. There's still an opportunity for a 3-way tie and a coin flip.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. If we lose to Marshall by more than 13, there's still that chance for a coin flip, because that'll make a 3-way tie between us, Mountain View, and Marshall. So
see, now we were told Friday night that you guys were in either way by winning. If you won one, you went one place. If you won your two, you went somewhere else.
If we would have lost to Mountain View, beat Marshall, we'd be going to Prescott as a 5 seed. If we beat Mountain View, lose to Marshall, it's a 3-way tie. If we win both of them, we're the 4 seed and looking at going to Danville. It's kind of the way all that shakes down, all the coin flips and everything else.
Oh, my goodness.
Break out our calculus that I learned back in college, and it kind of measures out to be here.
Either way, it's going to be a long road trip.
Yeah. I say Danville's down at the same conference with Atkins this year. We played last year twice, and they've beat Atkins already this year, so they're a pretty good little ball club. I believe they were 2A last year, just moved up to 3A this year, and they're having a pretty good run right now.
But you got to get through Marshall first. So
you got to get through Marshall first.
What's their highlight? What's their push?
They'll run a lot of off-balance sets, a lot of off-balance formations. Their quarterback is a really good athlete.
They go to the air? Do they?
They'll throw it a little bit and say the quarterback run is, I think, one of the things that we've seen them do a little better on film than the other things they do. They'll run a lot of sweeps. They had a lot of success running sweeps against Mountain View. They've had games where they've thrown the ball quite a bit, and if you go back and watch some more films, we have games where we run a lot, we have games where we throw a lot, and just trying to find that right balance. And I think Marshall's in the same boat. They're trying to find the right balance between how much they're running, how much they're throwing, and getting the guys in space and putting the ball in their hands.
Doable.
Do you play at Danville if you go down there?
Yes, sir. Down towards Russellville.
Yeah.
It'll be a journey. It'll be a fun journey. Be ready to go.
It wouldn't be bad.
So what happened to Cedar Ridge this season?
I don't know all the specifics as to what happened with them.
They started playing.
They started playing.
Then they
started playing. Well, their coach left late. He took the Cave City job. They hired a guy who's a pretty good football coach, and when he came in, they had 21 players. They were having a little bit of numbers issues because when you get a late hire, sometimes it's hard to get the kids out there. I know last year when I got hired here, I was out shaking bushes and trees and everything else, trying to find kids to bring them out. And even a couple of weeks into school, I'm still chasing kids down the hallway saying, hey, we're trying to change things down here. Come on. They started out the season with 21 kids, and their starting quarterback had gotten hurt. Whenever the starting quarterback got hurt, a little bit of rift on the team, and somehow or another 4 to 6 kids ended up quitting. And they went from having 21 kids to 14 kids overnight. And the school, in the best interest of the kids, decided that due to the potential injuries that could involve.
What happened to Rosebud?
Rosebud,
they used to have a fairly good program down there.
Their head coach, is either during the dead period or right before the dead period, turns and takes the Perryville job. And whenever he left, the school decided that they were going to suspend the program for a year, or 2 years, I guess. And they're going to wait till the spring to hire a new coach. They felt like it was too late.
So this is year 2 now that we're in, because they didn't play last year either, did they?
Yeah, they played last year. I think last year might have been the first season they'd finished in the past 6 years. Every other year that they've started the season and forfeit, started the season and forfeit, started the season. And last year I believe they made it all the way through their season. But this year going into it, again, the new coach, late hire, and they decided we'll name an interim coach and we'll join the coaching search next spring, is from what I understand. But yeah, I thought Coach Norton had things going pretty good over there. He had numbers up, and they'd made it through a whole season at that point in time. I believe they even turned around and won about 4 games last year throughout their season. It was kind of the same boat that Yellville-Summit was in last year.
What's your 9th grade look like? What are you looking to bring in from the 9th grade this year?
We have a lot of skill guys in that class. We're still waiting on them to grow up a little bit. Not a whole lot of linemen. I say we're going to be fast and athletic in that class. We're going to have a little undersized lineman. But honest to goodness, some of the hardest hitting kids I've ever seen. And they absolutely love to hit. We're going to have to find something that fits their personality as they move forward and move up into high school.
2 weeks ago we did a mountain home game against Sylvan Hills. The Bomber line gave up 80 pounds per player. You may be looking at something like that this next year.
Hey, very well could. We're losing 4 of our starting offensive linemen. We're losing Nick Norberg over on the defensive side as well. It's another one of our big guys, and we're going to have about 3 guys on the team next year, just off the top of my head, that'll be over 200 pounds. And saying everybody else will be significantly under.
Your upcoming seniors, your juniors this year, have you got some good leadership coming on?
Hey, we got a starting quarterback. We've got Sam Robinson, who just came back to us from an injury. Kyle Dobbs. I don't know if I call him a leader, but I love the kid to death. So he has a good time, and he's a real joy to be around. I think there's some good leadership there, yes. They're guys that contributed last year as sophomores. They're guys who turned around and contributed this year. Not just contributed, playmakers for the team this year. So hopefully that bleeds over into next year. They'll take that with them into the offseason, into the weight room, and start searching for next season victories already.
Any of your seniors that you've got graduating out going to the next level?
Cody Dobbs is still talking to a couple of colleges. JT Frazier was talking to a couple back during the summer, and I believe he's still talking to one for basketball right now.
Cool. You got about 30 seconds. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming. We appreciate you. We know that it's a heck of a drive over here every morning, or in the morning, to get here for the show, and we appreciate you taking the time to do that.
I thank my administration for letting me come over here and get my classes covered and everything for at least the first period anyway, so I can get back.
Well, good deal. We'll talk again. We'll talk again after the Marshall game. We'll see about having you come back out, and we'll bring some other folks with you.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Scooter.
pretty well wraps it up, doesn't it?
Hey, it was a great game, though, I have to say. That was an awesome game. I'm glad we were there filming it.
Got to run. See y'all tomorrow.